J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? Welcome to episode 206 of the Mini Bites. It is your host, J.M. Man, of course, and as you know, this is starting off a whole new week. And not only that, it is Jams week, by the way. Jams 89 is sitting there waiting for more musicians to take the challenge and go ahead and submit 2 tracks along with a link that you would like to grow by Thursday of this week so that you can be in consideration for Jams 89. It's going to be a great party. I'm looking forward to what we do on there this week. And of course, it will be broadcasting live just like every J360 radio show here on J360 Radio. And let me let you know, I'm just loving it, guys. Night and day over here, It's been a few weeks since we left Spreaker, and I gotta say, this is just class. It's just wonderful. And the fact that a lot of y'all are actually coming over, signing up, and, showing your support, that is beautiful, too. So, that means my real mission is not over. Yes, J360 Radio is part of it. And then, of course, for those of you that have been paying attention to J360 TV, I've been working on some stuff for that as well. And then, not to mention, I have a special project that I need to bring back pronto for you all. Yeah, it is not over. You see, as long as you guys are enjoying, everything that's happening here at J360 Productions, and it's a great experience, that's a victory. And I know that I've been killing it lately along with the rest of the team here. So I'm looking for the next big thing, the next levels that are always there. I mention it a lot because you have to always be looking for it, And you see, no, the J-Man show's not ending. Yeah, wouldn't that be the day, huh? No, that's not ending. Jams is not ending. Mini Bites are not ending. No, but it's time to go ahead and expand again. And there's certain shows that are coming back. And matter of fact, I should leave it up to the room to guess. Because remember, there's 10 shows in J360 Productions, right? Which one you think's coming back, huh? Because, it's high time for some new episodes. And let me just tell you this. I do not like the way YouTube's content ID is, so we're going to have to figure out something a little bit differently, and I think I have it in play for you all. So, it's all about, giving it up and letting you guys see how it all unfolds. I've noticed that some of y'all have been seeing that I have a Ko-fi now. Yep, if you want to subscribe or if you want to go ahead and do a one-off donation to J360 Productions, it's all up to you. The Ko-fi is right there listed in my description. And then, of course, when you're on J360 Productions and all, you can see it right there at the top where it says support. So if you ever really feel like supporting J360 Productions, in a monetary way, it's right there for you. And I'm not going to force you to do it. Oh, no. Do it if you can. All right? And then not to mention other opportunities that are going on around here. It's just been great, guys. Whereas I'm still working on the productions around here, I'm also looking at the next, the next wave, and that next wave is looking very, very stellar. I wish I could tell you some of these things right now, but I can't. That's why I got to go ahead and be as cryptic as I can be right now, because I can't tell you. You just got to see it when it's done. For real. But anyway, a lot of y'all have asked me about interviews and about Project Conference. Project Conference is coming back, but because I'm handling other stuff in terms of event videography and also working with something new at my day job, I haven't had the time to jump in on it yet like I'd like to. So what needs to be done is might have to push it back later in the year. Let's say around September time. That should be the appropriate time for that show to come back. But that's not the show I was teasing earlier when I did this episode, right? It isn't. I know how y'all feel. Y'all be like, he teasing us again, damn it. It's just a little. But it's something that, it's really going to be cool for you guys. I'm excited about it. It's a special project, so just going to have to stay tuned on it. Speaking of special projects, we are really ripping through April, aren't we? Yes, we are. Come on now. April's going by quick. Soon enough, it'll be July before we know it. It's one of them kind of things. But let's backpedal a little bit because you see, when May rolls around, you guys are going to see some newer things. All right. So, like I would say, pay attention to the Facebook page for this. So that means facebook.com/J360 Productions. If you have not followed it or if you have not looked at it yet, you really should. Okay. Because that'll keep you in step with a lot of the R&D stuff that we do. So you might want to pay attention to that. Don't fall asleep on it. All right. That'll be the subtle or not so subtle hint I give you. But also, I know this, in June 1st, all the way to June 30th, we are celebrating jams. It is all about the Jams project. It's all about the musicians. It's all about every single one of you guys who participated in the history of J360 Jams or just signing up or have not signed up yet to be a part of J360 Jams. That is for you. And I'm going to tell you this, like, we're going to have ourselves a good time. Certain episodes will be... Well, of course, they're going to be Jams episodes. I mean, there's also going to be Jams TV as well. So you guys out there with your music videos, I will let you know, and we're going to go ahead and get that stuff started. It is just going to be booming throughout that whole month. That's what we are going to be doing. A lot of people ask me how the J-Man show is going to work with that. Well, the J-Man show isn't going to be a big part of Jamiversary this year. But I got something else that will be. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have something in play for you all. But, again, I can't talk about it, though. You're just going to have to wait. But I do have something pretty spectacular happening. I will try to see, like, some other things that I really want to work out with you all. But Jamiversary is going to be lit this year. Oh, and by the way... We're at 89 now. So you know, as soon as 89 is ended, that means 90 on in, people. That means we're right there. We're on that last leg of the race. Wouldn't that be cool? Just to tie that up and then get into Jamiversary. And then maybe like the 100 could happen in that whole event or leading to it. Oh, that would be slamming. Oh, that's going to be cool. Speaking of which, like I said, there's still plenty of room for anybody that wants to submit tracks to 89. You have until Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern because, see, that's the deadline for the episode's consideration. Now, a lot of people have asked me about, like, you know, when it comes to... Does that mean I stop taking submissions for shows? You can submit tracks anytime you want to. It's just for consideration of episodes. I have to go ahead and make sure I have that in there as like the bridge. See what I'm saying? Like that Thursday, I am not working on jams until it is time. You see what I'm saying? So anytime like 5 o'clock p.m., because I used to go overboard working on that series, but it's like this. Oh, come on. It was like 3 hours long at one point. Remember? Well, we kind of dialed it back. We did stuff differently here for the 4th season of it. So, it's like, if anything else, you have to figure like what really works for everybody. And like I said before, when you guys submit your 2 tracks, and if you don't have like new tracks, you can use your discography. It's up to you. You represent you when you send your tracks to J360 Jams. I'm bringing the platform and everything else. See what I'm saying? So that's how that all works out. But like, yeah, if you feel as though you could submit at another time or whatever, that's up to you. All right? I'll never take that away from the people that have worked with me or the people that want to work with me and all. Freedom of choice is a very big deal with me. You guys see it all the time when I mention it on the J-Man show, so it's one of those things. Also, a lot of people were like wondering, how do I feel about when people submit tracks to other shows and stuff? I have no problem with it. It's nothing against me. Once again, as long as they're helping you all grow, I don't care. I don't give a lick. You see what I'm saying? But when you do submit to like J360 Jams, just remember that your show is on this episode, because I had somebody one time that was like, oh, I didn't know my shows were on it. And I'm like, well, who submitted me your tracks then? See? And then that's where all that confusion and all that stuff comes into play. I try to make it as approachable as possible, and I try to make sure, like, I'm not, micromanaging you guys, because I'm not doing that. I didn't like it when it was done to me, when I was doing what I needed to do to make it in filmmaking and all. Why would I do it to other people? You see what I'm saying? So it's always like that sort of thing. And plus, if you guys have like if you have questions or if you have conversations that you like to have about J360 Jams, feel free to ask me, all right? Because I like to think that, no, they're not stupid questions, and I like to think that, you would need to know to work with me. This is a business after all, so why not? But it's just like little things like that I need to let you guys know about, because we're going into some bigger stuff here with Jams, and it is looking really good. I'm not upset by it. I'm all about, like, bringing it on, So, yeah, that is cool. And then not to mention, like, once again, something else I can't even tell you all about. That might as well be the name of this episode, but the name of this episode is The Next Mission Continues. Oh, by the way, this is kind of a precursor to the J-Man show, but what social media apps do you guys use? I mean, you got to think about this stuff. They're all over the place nowadays. Like, I signed up for Blue Social the other day, and then I saw, like, certain people I know don't have Blue Social. They're still on, like, Twitter, or we should just call it Muskland now. Yeah. Or, like, they're still hanging around on Meta, even though they don't want to admit they hang around on Meta. Or, like, TikTok, and then TikTok's supposed to be having this big ban that's coming around, but I don't think it is, and I don't think it ever will. It's a lot. And that's just me putting it light, because we're running out of time in the show, but it's like, damn. Like, let me simplify it, okay? I've always had the Discord. Now, I know some of y'all don't use Discord like that, and I know some of y'all are like, oh, I avoid Discord because of the creepiness and all this other stuff. I get it, but like, sometimes in order to get away from like social media apps and stuff like that, Discord would be the one, because it's pretty much third party and you can perform in it. So, I have it there, and I have all the fun plans for Discord and all that stuff. So I never gave up on that dream. It's just, once again, like, what exactly do you guys want to do? Because you're part of the community, as well as, like, listeners and everything else. And I will be doing more with it once I get the time and make the time. So that's what I mean by that. Yep, make the time. Because you're never going to get any more time. You got to make time. So it's timing about everything. Just like as I evolve and grow this whole operation, and it is doing really, really good. Well, with our new home here at Mixler, and then Red Circle holding all of the classics, and then not to mention, like, the plans I got for the YouTube channel, you guys are just going to stay tuned. It's going to be a good time, y'all. But all in all, that's what I got for you guys right now. We'll jump back in on this social media operation, or like what best way to, for all of us to keep in step with each other, because it is about community, and community is very important, and outreaching is always a big deal. So, we'll work it out. But until then, though, you guys take care of yourselves. The mission continues, and this is J-Man signing off. Peace.